Yes, good morning, esteemed viewers. Welcome to the program. This morning, this is Bystanders at the Newsstands. I'm Christian Chuku. Yes, today is another day that we're here to get people responding to the topical issues that we have this morning. Yes, you're welcome, wonderful, welcome to the program. This morning, today is the 21st of October 2022, and we are here to get responses and the opinion, the views of bystanders on the reports that we have on the papers this morning. I'm Christian Chico. Please click on the like button and also subscribe to Flip TV for more notification and also more programs that we are going to be having. Yes, I have with me the Punch newspaper this morning. The Punch newspaper this morning. I have the Punch and also have the Vanguard newspaper this morning. The Punch and the Vanguard newspaper this morning. Yeah, let's see who's online this morning. The early bets online. I have Yereba. Good morning. Eric Info. Yes, good morning. Good morning. Yes, I'm greeting you all. Welcome to the program. Yes, we have more. And let's go straight to newspaper headlines. What do you have in the papers today? Let me start with the Punch. The Punch newspaper. Yes, over the budget, the main headline: 10.7 trillion naira budget deficit. Government may sell Tafawa Balewa Square, power projects and power plants, 25 key assets to uh, have to in to replace the deficit in the budget, 10.7 trillion naira to raise funds in order to replace the budget. No bidders yet. We have a register of assets. That's the BPE. No bidders yet. We have a register of assets. Federal government eyeing NNPC value estimated at over 30 trillion naira. Government must be transparent in sale process, says experts. Government must be transparent in sale process, says experts. The answers yesterday: youth demand justice, police tear gas protesters. Youth demand justice as police tear gas protesters. On inflation, Nigeria others risk political instability, says IMF. Nigeria others risk political instability, says IMF. 13 die in Ogun. Lagos crashes. FRSC blames night travel. 13 die in Ogun. Lagos crashes. FRSC blames night travel. Kogi gets first derivation allocation as oil producing state. Kogi gets the first derivation allocation as an oil producing state. Kanu a flight risk. Federal government tells the Supreme Court. Kanu a flight risk. Federal government tells the Supreme Court. Now we have lost our most valued crude oil buyers. That's from the federal government. We have lost our most valued crude oil buyers. That means our customers, most valued customers, have been lost. This from the federal government. Amcon sells Polaris Bank for 50 billion naira. Amcon sells Polaris Bank for 50 billion naira. Yes, the national carrier domestic airlines reject Nigeria Ethiopia deal. Domestic airlines reject Nigeria and Ethiopia deal. Let's look at the Vanguard this morning. The main headline of the Vanguard this morning: out of school children hit 20 million as poverty insecurity worsen. Out of school children hit 20 million as poverty insecurity worsen. Sad brutish lives of 20 million out of school children. Kids into alcohol, hard drugs, smoking. Situation escalating in South states. Government passed bulk highlight measures to tackle menace in some states. Most street children in Rivers cross river from the north. Most street children in Rivers and cross river from the north. Yes. Igini, he's saying that the politicians will find it difficult to rig the 2023 general elections. Politicians will find it difficult to rig the 2023 elections. That is from Igini. These are owing to the BVAS. The BVAS machine will make it difficult for politicians to rig the election. Yes, Interpol arrests over 70. Yeah, let's look at. Yes, we have some reports here this morning. Interpol arrests over 70 suspected fraudsters linked to black axe cult in Nigeria. Interpol arrests over 70 suspected fraudsters linked to black axe cult in Nigeria. Second anniversary, police tear gas enters protesters at Lekki Toll Gate. Yes, Liz Truss resigns as UK Prime Minister after 45 days in office. Liz Truss resigns as UK Prime Minister after 45 days in office. Yeah, there's a policy that she brought up, increasing tax. So it backfired. So after backfiring, so she had to resign. But we have our federal government, we have our politicians, repeatedly, year in, year out, they have been failing at their duties, but no one seems to want to recognize that. And they always say, they always have excuses. Liz Truss resigns as UK Prime Minister after 45 days in office. Let's look at other reports. We are under attack. Labour Party chairman cries out. We are under attack. Labour Party chairman cries out. And updates on the Alaba International Market. It's been shut, but not by the Lagos State government, but by the Alaba Union, so as to forestall any further crisis. Yes, the chairman spoke yesterday. The Alaba chairman, the Alaba Union, spoke and said that one of the reasons why they had that class is because of some hoodlums decided to create a parking garage closer to the road, which will hamper the movement of people and goods in that area. They had to speak to the local government chairman and speak to the police over that development. The Agboros were creating a garage on the road, and they refused that. That's what caused the crisis. And the Agboros started the inferno. They started shooting, and they brought cutlass and knives before it escalated to what we had yesterday. But as it is now, the police have come to the aid of these traders, and they have forestalled peace in that area. Okay, please, let's not be antagonistic this morning. Let's not be antagonistic this morning. Allow, if you want to allow somebody to talk, allow the person.
Let the royal king of Benin, Benin City, we always take one. Good morning, my brother. How's everything?
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Lucky.
Yeah, good morning, my brother. God bless you.
I don't know you're a royal king now.
Yes, I'm a prince. Every Edo man is a prince. Every Edo man is a prince. That one. Every Edo man is a prince. Actually, I'm here. I'm very angry this morning. I'm not happy
with Wike,
Buhari government, APC government. I am not happy. I'm not here to come and start telling story this morning.
Government may sell CBS.
Let them set themselves.
Let them key assets.
Let them set themselves. Set their human being. Let them set themselves. Whether they set CBS doesn't concern me. All I know is that everywhere is shut down in Nigeria now. Everywhere is shut down. And Nigeria is supposed to be protesting down heavy. Nigeria is supposed to come out now. Go to Niger Delta, everywhere is polluted by water. Protest is supposed to be happening now. And I told you that 2020 election might not hold. You know what happened to Alaba? just to a name of collecting money for Tinubu.
No, there is not about.
No. See. I'm here to say the truth, reality. Let the whole world know what we are passing through. People are sick. We are hungry. Nothing.
Okay, let's look at Wike. What Wike did.
Also, Wike is a dead man. And yet I'm going to blow this money. He's a useless man. I said, why useless? How can you carry 300 million to go and be stepping to Lagos State, who are boasting they are number one for economy of everything? For what? Why people are dying in Niger Delta? He's a useless man. If I say I will slap him.
You slap the governor of Rivers.
He's a madman.
You slap the governor of Rivers.
People go to Bayelsa, no road, nothing. But water. People are hungry.
Yes.
Can't you take that money to Niger Delta people?
1 billion naira.
It's a fake. That's a fake. Fake. Which 1 billion naira? Did you see it?
Okay, as a PDP man now, you have the board of trustees, the National Working Committee. Why don't they call him to order?
The Wike should go. See, let me tell you. I am not here to support any party this morning. But what Wike is doing is indication that he want to bring war in Nigeria. And one person can start that war. I get it.
APC and PDP, not in Nigeria.
Let me tell you, what affects APC and PDP affect the people first. That money Wike took to Lagos State, that money belongs to the Niger Delta people, the River people. They have not paid for pension. People are dying there. How you not imagine? People are dying. People are starving. People are sick. Why can't you take that 300 million naira to the poor people there and bringing it to go and be mocking people? It's useless. Bastard. I'm angry this morning. I'm telling the truth.
Saloki.
Yeah, I'm telling the truth. If I say I will fight him, I see one on one.
The Lagos State governor is because of that.
For what? Lagos State, they said they are number one for everything, for economy. They have money, they have everything. Why are you bringing money for Niger Delta to here?
The government have security votes, so it is his prerogative to use the money.
Which gets security votes? They are asking him where did you get that money? Is it family money? Coming here to stand here endorsing Wike. You endorse PDP candidate. And I went and stay. I had endorsed the Sanwo-Olu again. And again, you are here. Almost the same day. Then they mobilize, they ask me to mobilize to go and start stopping those who are doing business in Alaba. And they said, what is going to be useless is that? And we are here celebrating.
Okay, let's look at UK Prime Minister resigns after 45 days in office. Just little thing that she did. She resigned.
That is integrity. That is a country that is working. Nigeria is not working. Buhari is shouting, is boasting that I have done more than other president. And thank God for his wife. His wife coming out and said, look, Nigeria are not benefit for anything. I get to be. His wife is telling APC government that the not fair. If the president wife can be doing that and we can taking our money to Lagos State, tell me, I tell you, election, I pray this election will not hold in Jesus' name. I'm telling you the truth. Yes, because people are dying. Look at fraud everywhere. Look at fraud everywhere. Look at Edo, Niger, everywhere in Nigeria. That's why Obi came out and said, declare state of emergency. People are starving. People are hungry. You are not donating. I am not here to come and be pressing anybody. We have the right to protest. Nigeria has the right to protest. Upon what happened in SARS, government did not learn. Federal government did not learn.
Okay, yeah. Police here got protesters yesterday.
Yes.
The answers.
Upon all this, that is why I say Nigeria, we are too afraid. You know why? Look at Sri Lanka. Look at Mali. They came out and removed their president because the president do well. Look at few answers. They are celebrating 1 year, 2 years, memory of killing innocent people. And you send police, you send army to go and start Amotan, to go and dispel in that place. Bloody tear gas. And the same president, Tinubu, who says he's contesting president, is still coming out. My brother, I don't understand this country. I am so tired. What kind of rubbish is that?
Okay.
They're hungry.
Let's look at other reports here. This morning, we have lost our most valued crude oil buyer. Those that used to buy crude oil from us.
Why? The reason is that our government is not proactive. Buhari is not working. Now, all the travel all over the world. What is the result? The result is zero. We lost them because 1, integrity. Number 2, corruption. Number 3, neighbor environment to exploit themselves. No way. We're nothing. Why can we lose them? They decide to go somewhere else. The tax alone. Look at now in Nigeria here. You will bring container to Alaba. How much of money you spend to remove that container from port? After you go where your last destination to discharge the container, they will collect 70,000 naira from each container entry to that garage. And after that, when you buy one shoe, they will still collect 1.5. They are frustrating business, mostly Lagos. What stop all these ministers in South to make sure our port work so that our goods can go there? And the Igbo people, I have talked to them. See what happened in Alaba? Why can't you take your business home? Must you remain in Lagos or Kano? Look at what happened. Now, a few days you have no open shop. I get me? You lost a lot of business. Because tomorrow, this people can just wake up, start demanding money. That is nonsense. An election is coming in the name of gathering money for their papa. Everywhere, all the shop, they increase taxes for them to pay. In the name of that, their papa is coming for presidency to help him. An old man that cannot even manage his home. Now he's coming to manage Nigeria. We're in problem. I get me. We're in problem. The only candidate I've seen there is Obi. But what I'm saying now is like APC want to make sure they rig that election and bring themselves back to power. And Nigeria now are not asking questions. What have you done for 7 years or 8 years? Nigeria, under your watch, these are very expensive. Under your watch, these are not working. Under your watch, no road. Fashola say he don't road. Let Fashola come and show us the road he do. Not to just come from TV, paper, say I do 1,000 kilometers of road. Auchi to Kogi, no road. Ekpe, no road. Songo, no road. Abuja road, no road. Abi, okay, Oworu. Just from Bega to Mowe, for it, how many years? You have not finished it. Osogbo road, no road. Southeast road, no road. So, which road? 1,000 kilometers did the Fashola did? All the money they borrow, what did they use the money for? Let Fashola, let's walk, go around, have it, take a walk and see trailers from Auchi road, that Auchi road, the trailers sleep there 3 days. So which road? Abuja, where the capital, where the president, vice president, they slept there 3 days ago for road. A portion of the road is not good. Where did you spend that money for? All the money, Nigeria are not asking questions. We're only waiting for 2023 to look who will vote for. Instead of you to ask, this 7 years you spend, give us account.
You say he has done better than others.
You can say it. Show us. Let's take a camera and show us. Have you seen Auchi Road? You see that is government road. Express Federal Government Road. Now the state government have to block their state road for trailer not to spoil the road. So what annoyed me this morning, if we can bring it 300, do you know what we got 300 million? Why can't we can use that 300 million to support Bayelsa government, who water have taken over everywhere? Now bring it 300 to come and mock the people in Lagos State, and the same day, some dog invade Alaba with knife and cutlass, driving people who are feeding them, people who pay taxes. Something is wrong. I don't think the election will hold.
Okay, thank you very much. Mr. Nwokeriocha, please, you can contact me on Facebook, Christian Chuku. Then I'll drop my account details on that Facebook account. We're not allowed to drop our account details online. So contact me, Christian Chuku, on Facebook. Send me a message. Then we can chat from there. Christian Chuku on Facebook. I have Mazi Chigozie. Good morning, Mazi Chigozie.
Tusoma, standing on the prevailing protocol, I want to commend the erudite militants who just left here. The person of Edonobi Lagos, he didn't give us update on the review of the yam prices today.
Flood, there's a flood now. Flood
Okay, there is
I've swept away the farm, so there's nothing to review again.
Wow, that's a good one. Yeah, good morning, Tusoma, esteemed viewers.
Okay, let's look at, let's start with what Wike did. Let's start from there, giving 300 million and also endorsing the government.
Well, giving 300 million wouldn't have been a problem if if the River State people are not hungry. If you have given the 300 naira to alleviate the sufferings of the poor or the indigent, or to sponsor the educations of indigent children, that would have been a welcome development. But the unfortunate thing is that he gave money to a destructive system, a system that does not deserve such. A system that have not accounted for the billions of naira, of course, if not trillions of dollars that have been expended for decades. So that is where I fought him. You see, Wike seems, look at the victim of the flood. What has Wike given to the victim of the flood? Where is the humanity in him? No, does it mean that because he doesn't affect those in the River State, though he shouldn't have concern for the people? And the money is not his own. How much has Wike before he becomes a local government chairman? And unfortunately, he now becomes the governor of River State. So that is misplaced priority in summary. So Nigerian politicians do not invest where they don't expect to reap. So for him to give him 300 million, where ASU is still on strike, where over 20 million out-of-school students has no place to learn. Most of the schools, even including Etie, if not for the few ones he built, much should be done. You know, is it basic education or whatever body said Nigeria government is deficit of over 20,000 junior schools. Now 20,000 divided by 36 is an average of 25 in every local government. So you can imagine the level of devastation that our Nigerian education system is dead already.
Out of which his 20 million as poverty insecurity worsen.
You see? Out of school children, hit 20 million. These are the ones they can capture, but Betro is more than 30 million. If not 40 million. You see? Yet, the government those within the corridor of power takes pleasure in frivolities. Rather than investing the public funds and channel it in a way that it will better the lot of humanity. So what is the importance? What is the effect of the money he gave? You gave money to politicians to share among themselves and clap for you. You see? That is selfishness and rascality in the highest order.
At, the government may sell Tafawa Balewa Square, power projects, and 25 key assets because of the 10.7 trillion naira budget deficit.
Just imagine, you are selling off national assets. National asset is the symbol of nationality. When all this national asset is being sold to individuals, then it means Nigeria no longer exists. For you to be considering or contemplating on selling national assets is because you are mentally screwed. You lack ideology, you lack vision, you lack modalities on how to create wealth. Is that the only thing you consider as the only option left for you? Why selling off these national assets? Just to make up for the budget deficit, which over 90-something% forms over 95% of the budget forms recurrent expenditure. So you want to, for the food you want to eat today, you want to sell off your assets. Then what will be left for you to eat tomorrow? Maybe after selling it off now, to fix recurrent expenditures and servicing of debt, maybe you will now begin to harvest the organs of the likes of Kunle, and probably your kidney will be a very good one because you're a young guy. Okay, young is not for sale. Okay, maybe some of that people might donate for the Nigerian state.
Since the government cannot handle, they should sell it off to private sectors.
To do what? The ones they have said of what importance, of what economic value is it? They have sold off NEPA. They have sold off is it Nitel or whatever. They have sold off almost virtually everything. So what is the effect? Are you having lights today? Do you sleep with lights? They have sold off virtually everything and yet running on deficits. Yes, if what you have been doing have not been working, why not have a rethink? Huh? Government shouldn't be a do or die affair. Listro, just less than 2 months of assuming office, she resigned because the odds was not in her favor, or she considered she might not continue with this. Why will you continue to hold on power when you are clueless, you are directionless, and you have nothing to offer? See? It's so unfortunate and that this country has been mortgaged, and of course it's a sign of insolvency, and of course whatever is left is to preserve humanity.
Okay, the British UK Prime Minister resigns after 45 days in office, just to a little policy that did not work. 45 days she resigned.
That is where humanity, that is where sense of responsibility, that is where people think as human beings. See, that is where system works. That is where humanity is preferred, is placed above selfishness, personal selfishness, and stupidity. You see, she didn't want to embarrass or endanger the lives of millions of the British people because she wanted to preserve or occupy an office that she will not be relevant or useful to the people. So that is a noble, of course, position.
Okay.
But unfortunately, you can never see it in Funigas, Nigeria, where people are callous and irresponsible, where under your watch, under your control, as a commander or grand commander of whatever, people are dying. your own people, your own supposed citizens have been adopted, held under the worst and excruciating and devastating, dehumanizing conditions. You see, for several years, like the likes of Lee have not been released for more than 5 years. Still under the captivity of Boko Haram, her adopters. Those Baptist students have not been released for more than 1 year plus now. Nobody is talking about them. Those Baptist young guys have not been released. Nobody is talking about that. And yet, you still remain as the president and the grand commander in armed forces. What are you grand commanding? You are grand commanding Boko Haram. You are grand commanding. You are dragging or grand commanding with banditry. You are grand commanding with people who has held your own people, your supposed citizens, who has equal rights before the law with you. The right to existence, to life, has been disrupted by the same government who refused to protect them. And you refuse to resign. Look at Labor Minister. People are not paid their wages and entitlement. You still remain as a minister. People are dying. Child mother mortality rate is the highest in the world. And yet you have the health minister still returning the office because of the parochial mindset of the black African mentality.
Okay.
Africans are really black. That's why, of course, the sun must rise. You see, and nothing can stop the sun from rising, so that African will now see, will be illuminated.
Okay.
And that light is Biafra.
Let's do second anniversary. Police tear gas enters protesters at Lekki Tollgate.
Well, it has come to stay, and it will continue to live in the minds of every responsible and humane personalities. It's not something you can hide or take away from the people. You see, as long as we remain, it's the experience or the news of such a horrifying and most deadly execution of the citizenry by the instrument of the state can never be forgotten so soon. So it's unfortunate that even the rascality of the security operatives have not been checked. How can you tear gas people who are just expressing their grievances legitimately? It's a right to protest, to express, of course, and to hold and to call the government to order for the justice that have been delayed. The killers of these people, which unfortunately most of us are denying, say, how if they kill them, why didn't their people come to testify? Those who testify, you know how they ended up, how they were arrested. Most of them are, of course, taken away, and their whereabouts is unknown up to today. You see, you come here, there is, of course, an inquiry, judicial inquiry, an inquest to that effect, led by a legal luminary of his kind, Falana. He certified that over 98% of corpses were deposited in different morgues in Lagos State, who are victims of this cruelty. And you are still denying the reality. People who came to testify were beaten up by mobs. So for them to demand for that injustice is a wake-up call.
Okay.
So no matter how tyrant or brutal or irresponsible any government is, you cannot deny the people the right to expression, the right of course, to decide their political future.
Okay, the deputy governorship candidate of the PDP, that is Funke Akindele, has been attacked over a relationship issue, that she had 3 husbands, and that she cannot stand as a leader or as a politician, as a governor, a deputy governor of a state.
That is madness.
Do you have anything related?
That is her personal life. You don't attribute her personal life. She resigned. Does she have the right? Does she have the right to the divorce? The question is, the answer is yes. So if she considers divorce as the only option to make her happy, to preserve her life, so why should you go against that?
It doesn't have anything to do with governance.
It doesn't have anything to do with governance. if she feels her life is being threatened within that relationship, she has a right to walk away before either she kills the person or the person kills her.
Okay.
So any people making such a irrelevant argument is useless and irresponsible.
The argument is
Let
that-
them tell Nigerians what they should do. What about her? She has been certified. Of course, her public achievements can speak for her. She has been able to manage some, of course, in her part of career. So this is what you should look at. Is she coming there to marry the governor? Huh? If at all she's coming there to, of course, she should be given another chance. She has a life to live. She has a life to live. The very fact that the previous marriages had failed does not override the possibility of the next one succeeding. That is the reality you should know. So those people basing their argument on this emptiness should go and hang themselves. Let them tell us what they have been able to do with the commonwealth of the people. For the past 7.5 years, let them tell the world what they have been doing with the hard-earned money of the people. Subjugating people. You can't imagine what happened in Alaba. You said the Lagos State has a what did it, what is a roadmap? I've been waiting blueprint. You can see the level of blueprints. People that are mentally screwed. The likes of Kunle will be arguing that Lagos State have a blueprint. Is that how a system should be run? After paying custom duties, paying remitting tax to Lagos State government, and you are still subjected to such level of inhumanity, cruelty. Even the people patronizing them are also subjected. If you buy only a shoe of 1,500, you have to pay 1,500 to cross that gate. You can imagine. And people have reported, have written to the government of Lagos State, have written to the appropriate bodies, and they refuse to do anything. You keep on extorting people. You only a motor that you bought something and you want to move that with any car. You have to pay over 30,000 just as individual. Those moving with container will pay 70,000 depending on the tons of those container. This money is not legal. It's not backed up by any law. Because the Lagos State government knew that they are complicit of this. They are ripping up the people illegally, unnecessarily, extorting from the people. And you kept quiet, you refuse to take actions. Procrastinate the shifting, of course, actions. And now it has resulted to breakdown of law and order. And you may want to blame the people who resorted to self-defense because they cannot continue to be exploited. This is not how I have lived in the North. The North doesn't behave like this. And the Yoruba people will tell me they are more accommodative. Isn't that madness?
No, it's not a Yoruba thing.
No, it is. No, let me tell you.
Taking advantage.
The hoodlums, who are the hoodlums? In the North, don't you see have hoodlums? I have done business in Kachinkori, in Lego, in Kano, where they call Kachinkori one of the largest textile hubs, business hub. It is not done like that. Even in Onitsha, did there any road gates? They set up that if you buy something in Onitsha main market, if you are taking it away as individual, they will take you 1.5. Is there anything in over the main market? Is that happening in that place? Huh? No, is that happening that if you say that it's hoodlum, it means there's no hoodlums over there. There is a complete conspiracy of silence on the part of the government. Huh? This is double standard. You tell me you have a blueprint. Is that the blueprint for Lagos? You're promoting Aburo. You're promoting tautology, the likes of Kunle. There was a time he
Kunle is not
No. Why I'm saying that with facts? He has the right. This is my opinion. The same way Kunle, there's no difference between them and Kunle. You were here one day. He called his own tout. He mobilized tout to come and beat up Raphael. Are you not here? But we resisted the people. This is a kind of mentality. You want to build up this kind of system which suppress people and make life unbearable for people.
Okay.
It is unacceptable, and of course, people will continue to resist when the version becomes high.
Okay, thank you.
I don't mean the entire Yoruba people are not accommodative. No. My landlord is very understanding and accommodative. And I have millions of Yoruba who also reason the way. But the reality is that Manu.
Okay.
Also,
Thank you very much, Mazi.
I can't do on.
Mazi.
You see?
Mazi. Thank you very much.
Let me leave him for him to make his. It's not about being personal, but that is the reality. So you can have the floor, my good man. But you have to desist from such rascality.
This guy needs to clear his blood of this tribal bigotry. I mean, that's how it's been. And the leopard will not change his skin. A leopard will not change his skin. Every minor things, Yorubas. Every minor things, Yorubas. But the Igbos, supporters of him on the fly flip, they will not caution. They will never say anything until you start sending the message back to you. This guy has been a tribal bigot. And what I'm saying, you're talking about Agbero. He generated the old Yorubas.
No,
That's
I told him
not.
that
And in Usuka and Onisha, there are more even Agbero in Onisha than Lagos. Alabi than Lagos here. In Onisha, there are more Agbero. Obiano came up that the first car he bought as he assumed duty in a bank, he took the car to Onisha. It was Onisha. They stole the car. Obiano said so. He's still alive. If you can travel to Anambra and ask him, why are you covering your shit and drinking Panadol on headache that you don't have? Why? He's carrying it too far. And he's saying, this guy, I know him very well. He has been bullied. Or you say anything that is right like this, he will call you, he will attack you. He nearly fought me one day. But I told him, if he try it, I will tell him I'm a son of the soil. So they should caution him. I think he's educated, but education did not pass through him. He's a bigot, tribal bigot. But his people will not see that. Until you start talking and they start lambasting you. People like Yarioba, or what's it called? None of you can shake me off.
When with this rivalry?
No, they started it. They believe the people they met on ground here, they are not to accord respect. They have not, they are just non-entity. And I will tell him what I've gone through, what I've achieved. I'm not boasting. God bear me witness.
Yes, God bear me.
I have Igbo's friend as a business partner. I work.
I don't think everybody.
But these ones need to be exposed. They are not exposed.
You are not. I know.
They are not exposed.
You are not.
Every small thing, they will go tribal on it.
Just.
You could see, I have a lot of Igbo friends. I do business. We wine together. Ima is there in Ojodu. My right hand man. You never see him stood so low like this local Igbo boy.
Okay, let's look at government may sell TBS. NIPP, the power plant, as 25 key assets to fund the 10.7 trillion naira budget.
They need to do that because all those infrastructure they sold off. They just
why was it built at first?
Why was it built? It was built like TBS was built during our independence, right? TBS was built then, and it was built for it to be servicing the needs of the people. And maybe we have any ceremony, national ceremony, and events. And mind you, there are a lot of sports activities within that circle too. So people can come in, they can, they build it just to generate funds. But the management, the same government that built it, they lack the management to maintain the TBS.
They lack the management.
The glory of TBS.
All the agencies that we have.
Yes, they lack the management.
With all the agencies that we have.
Look at what happened to National Theatre now.
We have directors.
My brother,
in that agency.
Yeah, they are there. They are there sucking money. They are there hitting money without
people that
work.
attended school abroad.
They are just
with different degrees.
They are culpable of all this decay.
They cannot manage.
They are culpable of the decay you are having in all this big infrastructure, relevant projects that are deteriorating now. They are culpable. Look at the National Theatre, for God's sake. I think I've been to National Theatre, even when I was in my teenager years. I've been into that National Theatre. That National Theatre, when you get there, it's as if you are in what's the theater called in is it UK or US? You are in Apollo, what's it called, theater hall, you know. And as it is, that National Theatre, I mean, if they take you there, within 5 minutes you run out. You run out of it because there's nothing like cooling system working. The whole ceiling, even in the rain. But thank God, they just wake up from the slumber. They partner with the CBN to renovate it just of recent. Man, the fun in Lagos, those are those days. If you don't even have anything to do, you go to Orile Gomu, you go to National Theatre, you go and watch movie, you go and watch a series of movies, and they bring all these international artists down there. You have the Soul, Benson and Edge's dancing competition. You know, Charles Soaps and all of that. You enjoy Nigeria, the infrastructures are working. But these ones now, they want everything, they allow everything to deteriorate, and now they will now sell it as cankers. They will sell it as cankers to their cronies. You see, this is a wasteful nation. We are too wasteful. We are too wasteful. Look at that, what's it called, race course you're talking of. The level of that race course, the valuation of that race course has really diminished because they allow it to deteriorate. So that is what they do too. They will sell the soul, they hold the soul while they will sell the body. That is what they do in power generation now.
Yeah.
Look at all our dams.
They're going to sell power plants also.
The dams that generate electricity. No one has been. Niger dams, what's it called? They've never even worked on it. When last did they renovate it? When last did they repair it? Nigeria is a wasteful nation. We have a wasteful leaders all around. They will not start selling it as cankers. You know, they can sell, I can bet you they can sell TBS for just 1 billion or 800 million.
And it's worth more than that.
It's worth more than that. They will devalue all this because it's their crony that will say buy it. As a proxy, as a blind trust. That is what is going on now.
We have lost our most valued crude oil buyers.
Who is that? Shell?
No, the crude oil buyers.
Who is they believe they won't buy the crude? What do you know? Even they've lost the most valuable crude oil. I mean, oil well. The Shell oil well. All of them are going back to where they come from. And I think it will be better. It's even better for us. But do we have any seriousness to take over from them? We have brains that can do it, but they will not allow those brains to work on it. They will prefer those foreigners that they can be, you know, they can be getting their kickback.
They said that those that are buying crude oil, they are competing with us in the marketplace as suppliers. Those buying crude oil, they are the ones competing with us as suppliers.
The ones that are buying
from us.
So that means there's no gain any longer. They don't even accumulate.
They are buying crude oil from me. I'm the one selling. You are buying. It gets to a point. You are not selling with me.
So whose fault is that? Whose fault is that? Will you blame will you blame the clients that are coming to buy? You see, anything our leader tell us, the more you look, the less you see. I can't believe any. They said, read my lips. Can you read any one of their lips? Tell me, can you read their lips? And when they think everything got so bad, they will now start crying out and say they are being.
Last time the president said we should forgive them.
The crude oil you are saying, look at our refinery. Did they even allow the crude oil to gain more prices with the importation they are even doing? You know, the production, the exportation is so low now, to the lowest level now as we're talking, because the refineries are not working. The only one that they are even managing now, I think is it the Kaduna or is it Kaduna or the rivers? I think there are two in rivers. There are two. There's Delta, there's Kaduna, there's Kaduna, there's Delta, there's Port Harcourt. But they have two. I think they have two in either rivers or Kaduna. So are those refinery functioning? And they've been turning around it. Anything they want to talk, anytime they want to talk about crude oil shortage or crude oil stealing, they should go back to the people that have been in government since 1999 that could not turn around the 4 refineries. Imagine they turned around 4, we would have been up to the fullest capacity in supply chain, right? And this will have been a boom, oil boom for us, because Ukraine And Russia now, they are at what zone now? You know? So we will have capitalized on that. The foreign countries, they need oil. They need crude oil badly. Just of recent that the Saudi just opened their, opened their refinery to supply the Europeans. So we will have just occupied that space, that productivity space. But do you have a thinking leader? Do you have a proactive leader? No. So this is what you should be expecting. I think this country is becoming a laughing stock. We should just put Nigeria in the theater of, in the theater of theater of dream. That it's just a comic country that you can go to theater and watch the beginning and the end of the Nigeria. How Nigeria got to, how Nigeria started, how they get to where they have. It's going to be very funny. Okay. Because this is a country that does not even move it. It's auto reverse.
Okay, lastly, what's your take on the protest? Sorry, the rally, NSAS rally. What's your take on the conduct of police and everything?
Thank you very much for even going there. You see, may so the people that died, right, and their soul rest in peace. And the people that protested too, they should come out with the pictures of the people so that there will be a monument. That every year, what I expected them is they will have just laid rods, on the monument, that Lekki Toll Gate, put their pictures there. The police is going to tear gas there, put all those dead soul pictures there, and put flower behind it. That is what I really know that will pacify the mind of those people that are dead. And mind you see, in protests, you should be expecting the worst. Anytime you are going for protest, that's what our youth should know. Because we've been on this terrain for a while. I've been witnessing protests and I've been involving in protests since 80s, mid-80s, early 80s. That we were in school, IBB must go. We know what we face. Later we rioted in my own school against the principal, a boarding school. And the people that know, I think they will bear me witness. We got so punished. Today, I've never received such punishment. I thought I'm going to die because MOPO, military police, they call them in and they beat. Can you imagine human being lying on a sunny ground with then they now start flogging you. What punishment will have been, more than that? And it was under a military tyranny. That is, we have a military administrator then, Adetunji Olore. Colonel is late now. Later they promoted him to, So they have to send MOPO. We were beating points blue and black that I thought I would give up. But that thing, as they were beating us, people were resolute and they were still carrying on, say, never should we give up. But again, when the protest of the Ali must go, that was in the 70s. You know how many students they killed? So it's been numb with any government that is coming in. They keep killing protesters. It's not right. That is the African mentality, leadership mentality we've been having. There's protests in Ghana too. Still as they are clamping down on them. Look at what happened in South Africa when there was a protest against Zuma. Some support, some does not support Zuma. The people that support Zuma, they went on rampage. They destroy all the market, the shops, set them on fire. But when they capture them, if you see how they manhandle all those people, the African leaders, they don't understand what they call protests.
Okay, what's your take on the federal government appealing Nnamdi Kanu's case?
It's just fine. They should release this young man. They should release him. He said enough is enough. Put him on trial. How many years? Let bygone be bygone. I think Buhari should just set up a good departure of himself that people will remember him from. They should release him Nnamdi Kanu. And if they release him Nnamdi Kanu too should allow this government to go before any other agitation will start. But I don't think he can do that. It's only, that was the first condition they gave to him. He should not be gathering of people. He should not get that to send him as Shule was given house arrest. I was not even sure. I saw him in the rally yesterday. Those are the doing of protests. Currently now, those are the doing when you remove the Falana, Agbakoba, the grandfather. Gani Fawayimi, may Gani so rest in peace. We used to troop out to labor house in Yade. As you are getting there, the police are proactive already. They will pack their black man. They will just use they look at your activities for 15, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. Signal will just come. Oh yeah, move them. Flood them up. You start seeing carry people with them. All these lawyers, all your ties, show them inside black man there. Just as that Joshua you seen there. You know that Joshua very well. You know, labor all this thing was there. Labor the head office, headquarters was there. So we always accept who we are, we are teenagers that we watch with, the Tiagas the everywhere. So that's I think the norm in Nigeria. It's only the black man back thinking, black mind. We are not really exposed to global governance. Our leaders are not exposed to global governance. They always turn a protest to a coup, as if you want to plan a coup against their government. So it will take a long time for African leaders. I think their brain has been narrowed.
Okay, thank you very much.
That level. But they need people that will revise their brain.
Okay.
I came before him.
And you used to talk last.
I know I used to talk last, but I don't want to talk last.
Okay, let's look
That's
at
me for you.
That's this Mazi Raphael.
Yes.
Yes.
Good morning.
One thing surprised me. Liz Truss, after 45 days in office.
Yeah, Liz Truss, that's a British society, and it is norm. It is a norm.
No, continue.
Resignation is a norm in the site over there. British Prime Minister, they value that job, but they take that job as service to humanity. That's one thing. I know that British man is cunning, is wicked, is racial, racism. Do you understand? They are racist. Being a British PM is an advent job. Because, as a PM, British PM, you don't mess up. You clean your house well. You make sure you tidy up your home well. Before you come outside and tell a British man that he should follow the law, it should be lawful. It will be what? Not lawless. So, Truss bowed out. Theresa May bowed out. Boris Johnson bowed out. David Cameron, I think, bowed out. I listen and listen good. Maggie, the Iron Lady, Margaret Thatcher was there. She finished up. Tony Blair, John Mayer, I didn't understand. They finished up. But look at what is going on today. We're in the third world. This British PM I just mentioned, they bowed out to pressure. It is not do or die to be a president, to take over the affair of a country, to be at the head. It is not a do or die affair. Nigerian politicians are looking it the other way. They are looking at it the other way. When a Nigerian man is being elected as a president, he takes it as his what? Right. Ancestral right. That is for their ancestors to rule Nigeria, born to rule. Nigeria is our forefathers' estate. Courtesy. The Fulani. People from Fulani extraction. Forefathers' estate to rule. When things are going wrong, we are ruling. When people are dying on your head, you are ruling. Truss is living by example. Is leading by example. He's trying to educate Nigerian leaders on how to lead. It is not by killing yourself, dying that place. See, it depends us. It depends them. What is paining them is giving us joy. That is the latest song from Mrs. Buhari, Aisha. Yeah, it's on social media. It's all over the place. It has gone viral.
No, I think it's from Wiki. So,
Aisha sang it too.
Aisha now echoed it.
Thank you. Aisha sang it too. What is paining you people? The sweet Aisha for her heart. What is paining Igbo man is sweeting Wike in his heart. Because Wike sponsored, labored, died for PDP. Someone that was in his hotel room, poking all manner of Indian women, Arab beautiful women, came back, hijack it, the power, hijack PDP from Wike. That is article. Let me stop using metaphor. I don't want to be metaphorical anymore. Let me just stop using all this figurative languages. Wike was the one building PDP. Atiku was enjoying his money. Ill-gotten money. Our money. NNPC money. Oil in Dubai.
Custom money.
Customs. Nigeria is finished. Nigeria is finished. Now, Wike came back. Hey, come on. He back like dog. Scoop dog. What's the name of that dog? Where did the
Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo. Whoa! Wike do like this. Obi. Hey, Obi. Jump up because the dog is around. The eagle had landed. That's Atiku. They clear way. They paved way for him. Even during the intra-party election, they supported him. All his brothers in the north. To be real in Nigeria is suicidal. There's nothing like reality in what we are doing in Nigeria. It's all about illusions. Illusion has taken over everywhere. Hoax. Nothing is real here. Everybody paved the way for him. Somebody that was sleeping in Dubai, all over the whole hotels there, with beautiful women. For years, he came back and hijacked PDP. See, let me tell you, what Wike is doing now, I know people don't like it, but I like it. He's a stubborn man like me. Wike is fighting for his rights. Wike, whatever he's doing against PDP,
What about giving
justified.
300 million naira
To Tambua?
Lagos, Lagos governor's wife?
That's good. That's
That's good.
good. Yes, he's rubbiting PDP. Jandor, let me tell you, Jandor, you are a newcomer on this political platform. I know that Tinubu has been using you in the past, but you should go and sit down. Jandor should go and have a seat. He's a newcomer. He doesn't know the game. He's still a suckling, political suckling. He's a suck breast. See, Wike is doing the right thing. Wike giving Sanwo-Olu's wife 300 million. I'm not happy. Should have made it 500 million. That is the game. So that PDP will what? Fail. It will go down. PDP, Amu Yabu PDP now in Lagos State. Yes, it is time to play politics. Atiku knows it. Atiku was born to rule. Yoruba man was not born to rule. Igbo man was not born to rule. Ijaw man, Efik man. Now Atiku was born to rule, Abi. Wike is giving them the right pills they needed. See, let me tell you, don't ever blame Wike. If you are blaming Wike, you people are blind. Wike is doing the needful. I like it. See, Sanwo-Olu, Wike is telling us that Sanwo-Olu is the person. Good. We know ourselves. We know the game is playing. I know the game we are playing. Everybody is for labor. They will scatter themselves for us to establish ourselves in Lagos State. See, labor will take from councillor, all those stiff councillor all over Nook and Cranny of Lagos. Odona, Kwalung Bongo, they are going. Labour is going to win everywhere, even this governorship. Labour, not Badibo or Gbadibe, whatever he call himself. We are going to screen him. I agent your child, Kaimal Kob an agent. When we find out he's not an agent, everybody, PVC, to Gbadibo we go. So that even councillors, chairman, the whole structures built by Tinubu in Lagos State House will what? Collapse, crumble to the ground. Walls of Jericho must crumble.
Wike has endorsed the governor of Lagos State.
Thank you. That's Sanwo-Olu. That's good. Good game against PDP. Wike is turning his back on Atiku. Wike is trying to tell Jandor, you don't know how painful it is to work so hard on that political platform you represent in Lagos State, and at the end of the day, when I'm about to eat the fruit of my labor, someone came and they snatched it out from me, off. So nothing in my mouth anymore. Even the slot, vice president, he was not even fighting for that position of vice president. President's #1 position, but they rubbish him. They invited Okowa, the man that hosted the whole governance on what? South presidency. You see that? He went behind and sold out. A betrayer. Ifeanyi Okowa. Now, Ifeanyi Okowa's attack on Obi responded him. Obi responded, say, your wife was present in the church where I was celebrated. Are you listening to me? See, let me tell you, things are going the other way around. Ifeanyi Okowa is going for PDP. Okowa's wife is going for Labour. Godwin Obaseki of Edo State. The members in the house are going for PDP. Godwin Obaseki and his family are going for Labour. Don't you see that? There are things that we don't know about 2023 presidential election.
Okay, government may sell TBS, various power plants, 25 key assets to fund 10.7 trillion naira budget deficit.
Thank you so much. Government, wait. Government is not selling only TBS. Government should try. Government should try to sell Chinese police station in Nigeria. Government is not going to sell only TBS. China as a country has come to Nigeria. They built police station. ATA has not told us. Channel did not tell us. AIT has not told us. On TV has not told us. NTA Channel 8 Enugu is not telling us. What is wrong with our media houses? Have they sold out? What is wrong with Punch? What is going on with Sun, Vanguard, and the rest of our national dailies? Daily newspapers, they have turned their backs on us. They are not telling us what's up. They are not selling only TBS. They are going to sell Third Mainland Bridge. Remember, when they sell Third Mainland Bridge, anytime you go to Ireland, if you cross Third Mainland Bridge, you will pay toll gates to Chinese. That is how they are going to recover their money. They should not think that we are all dons and the darks. What is the meaning of selling TBS? If they sell TBS to China, or if you want to host anything in TBS, you are going to pay to Obas, Nigeria Limited, Capital Oil. Are you listening to me? So, not only TBS, so that we see money to pay China. Are you listening to me? That police station that China has constructed, if you take somebody there, they will bail you with $100. As time goes on, China will be recovering their money. Charge and bail. Bail fees in that station is $100. So if they arrest you, China will be regaining their money gradually. Listen and listen good. TBS is a small asset. 25 key assets. Okay, thank you. NTA Enugu is to be sold. It belongs to the federal. MMA is to be sold. It's coming to what we are analyzing on this platform daily. When we are telling the whole world that Nigeria is going to sell all they have to pay China, some people turn their back on us. That Rafael Mbochi and what's the name of my brother Chigo Zendibo, we are capitalizing on talking about Igbo, Yoruba, Igbo, and Yoruba, that we are sidelining other tribes. So, Christian, you should be giving us only 2 days to be coming here. It is coming, it's playing out what we are saying. Nigeria is going to sell key assets in 25, a number assets after marketing, haggling. What is it called in economics? Gilling auction. 25 billion going, TBS gone. China is buying it. For your information, 25 more key assets. NNPC is going to be involved so that we are going to pay the debt as soon as possible. Because if China hold NNPC for 5 years, they will realize the money. NNPC, we realize our money is there in billions, in dollars. Within a short period, we're going to pay all our debt. Don't be surprised that MMA is going to be involved. Don't be surprised that Nigerian railway system, railway corporation, they are going to China. Every police station, when China build their own police station over there, let me tell you, that one is going to be overall command.
Okay.
Every bail
at
area G, every bail at area F, Oniko, Ojokoro, area H, Ogudu, they are going to be in dollars. So that the overall police station built by China, every return will be going to them.
I think they have debunked the reports that China is building police stations. They have debunked the reports.
Thank you.
They are building, they are collaborating.
Yeah, can you listen
Not that
to me?
they are building
Can you listen to me?
There's an investigation that went on.
No, it is no news.
You can confirm it.
No, it is no news. Do you know the reason why it is no news? France 24 is there. Do you know the meaning of France 24? Do you have smart TV? If you have smart TV, Nigerian diaspora, watch France 24. France 24 is giving you raw news. News, raw, crude news. Raw truth, raw news. Exactly how it happened. France 24, English version.
Okay.
Are you listening to
Okay,
me?
let's look at other.
CNN has deviated.
Let's look at
Nigerian televisions, they are not telling us the truth.
Let's look at
France 24 televised everything exactly how it is. If you want to know about Chinese television police station, watch France.
No, France. I've checked France 24. They didn't give any such information.
How did they tell you about Lekki Toll Gate?
So that is no. That police station. It is a misinformation.
No.
You can do your research. Go back and listen to France 24. Whether you get that update. Then
Okay,
you come back here
what about
tomorrow.
Lekki Toll Gate?
No,
Report
let's
on
go
Lekki Toll
back to a
Gate.
different thing.
Did somebody come by 2 a.m.? Did they
different-
buy tank full of water where they are mopping people's blood at 2 a.m.? France 24 carried it live. CNN
CNN
live.
reported it now.
CNN live. They reported
Okay,
it.
let's not.
in detail.
Let's not.
France 24 is it, Christian?
Federal
France
government.
24. Go on.
Federal government has appealed the judgment
Of Nnamdi
freeing
Kanu.
Nnamdi Kanu. What's your take?
Appeal upon appeal. Christian, let us talk law here. If I take you to courts, you win me, you win, right? I appeal, you win. Are you listening to me? Where am I heading to? Supreme Court. You want me at appeal. The document, the judgment at appeal court is what the Supreme Court.
We look at.
What are we saying here? So, Raf Mbechi, I don't need to stress myself explaining it anymore. Nnamdi Kanu is free. The appeal court judgment is what Supreme Court is going to use. Comes rain, comes sun. Before Nigeria use their head, receive punishment from Putin, Russian Putin. I know some people that are fighting me, some people in diaspora from Germany, they will say, yes, Rafael has started again. See, come what may, Nnamdi Kanu's judgment is final by appeal courts. Supreme Court is just playing wayo. Supreme Court will play and play, but void and null, nil, nothing, nothingness, zero. They are going to use the documents, well documented by the appeal court. We don't need to elaborate it more. Expatiating on that more is wasting time so that other people should not come to speak, to analyze, as I'm doing now. Nnamdi Kanu is free. No other judgment again. No other court could entertain any other charges against him. ECOWAS court could not. AU court is not left out. Let me tell you, Nigeria did not follow the due process according to AU convention and the protocol to render him from, I use another word, render, from Nairobi airport to Nigeria. Returning him there, from there to here, has spelled out that Uhuru Kenyatta is a Fulani man.
Thank you very much.
Uhuru Kenyatta is a Fulani man.
Thank you very much.
He connived with his Fulani brothers in Nigeria and rendered illegally Nnamdi Kanu from Nairobi to Nigeria.
Okay, thank you.
Christian, let us just
Thank you very
pause
much,
here until we come tomorrow
Mazi
again
Raphael.
for the actual analysis.
Yes, Mr. Ayo Maja, please, you can contact me on Facebook, Christian Chuku, in order to get the numbers of Mr. Kunle and Mr. Raf. Christian Chuku. We have been informed not to drop numbers online, but you can contact me on Facebook, Christian Chuku. Send me a message and I'll send you the numbers. Thank you very much, Mr. Ayo Maja. I have Mr. David Okuko, sorry. David Dubong.
I did that.
David Dubong.
Don't know my name. I don't understand.
Okay, let's start with
Wiki.
300 million naira donated.
No. Someone was saying what Wiki was doing. Said it's good for the party. Now, the same man said.
After you.
The same man said Wike has been the one funding the party. Wike has caused more damage in that party since 2015. Since 2015, Wike has been at the center of crisis in PDP till date. Yes, Wike in 2015 brought in Alimadu Sheriff after Jonathan lost election. Who fought Sheriff out of the party? Same Wike. The same man brought McAfee, Wike brought McAfee after Sheriff might have gone. Who fought McAfee out? Same Wike. Wike brought Secondus into the party. Who fought Secondus? Same Wike. Wike brought Ayu. The same now. Most person does know that the PDP National Working Committee had 2 regions to zone their potential candidates ticket to. They are talking of Northeast and Southeast. The governor of Enugu State, Ugwuanyi, was the chairman of that committee. Ugwuanyi headed that committee. We can influence Ugwuanyi because Ugwuanyi is Bible to Wike. Yes.
That's your.
No, it's not about to Wike. Yes, it's not about to Wike. Yes. Now, this man influenced Ugwuanyi to do a recommendation that should be open. That ticket should be thrown open. Don't forget that. That was why the big boys in the party came and then fight for that post. As soon as the PDP had thrown the ticket to South, would Atiku come in the first place? Would Atiku come in the first place? Did Atiku influence the job of the National Working Committee? So I think my brother, Wike has always been at the center of every crisis. And now you've lost it all. He has lost it. Now the party, if you're a position to the core, and if you belong to the party, they want to tell you that the party is supreme. The party is supreme. Nobody is above the party. If he feels he's being cheated in the party, he should leave the party. Let me get the party.
What is the BOT doing? The BOT. Won't they sanction him?
No, BOT doesn't have power to. BOT just
now.
Okay, yeah. Let's committee can sanction him. But now,
what are they waiting? What are they waiting for?
In period to election.
So what are you?
In period to election. No, I think this is not the election year. I think this year.
What are they afraid of? What are they afraid of?
I think if this is not the election year, you think we can represent action? See, politics is deep. I mean, this is.
You said
this
that people can do without Wike.
Yes, now. Yes.
So why don't sanction him then? Do it with Wike.
You see, they always give room for reconciliation.
This is almost 4 months.
Wait now, but see.
More than 4 months.
Wait, but for the fact now, Wike himself said it. He said Atiku can win president without me, but Atiku cannot win Rivers State without me. So we can also narrow it down to a state. You cannot rule out the fact that Wike is a figure in the state. Don't rule that out. He has influence in the state.
So let's look at Nnamdi Kanu, federal government to appeal. They have already appealed Nnamdi Kanu's case. What's your take on that?
Federal government is just wasting that time. The verdict has been made at the Court of Appeal. They should allow Nnamdi Kanu. He should go home and rest.
Would you be surprised if the Supreme Court accepts the appeal?
I will not be surprised. Why? It's an appeal. And now again, see.
Would you appeal the judgment? You need to carry out the existing judgment.
Mr. Peter,
before you appeal.
you know, see, I've told you, I said Nigeria is a jungle. And Monday has said that. It is not a jungle. I've told you, it is only in jungle. Such things happen. Because you want to appeal a case. Now, the person is still in your custody. You are still holding on to this accused person. It doesn't make sense. That alone will even give the Supreme Court that okay, fine, you guys have lost this appeal. Because in the first place, Nnamdi ought to have been freed. Now, the federal government will now go back and then say you have 7 days after the judgment. Don't forget, I think you have 7 days or 14 working days to appeal.
Look at Kanu, a flight risk. Federal government tells Supreme Court.
See,
Kanu, a flight risk.
Mr. Akuse, don't forget, after the verdict, I think National Judicial Council met and then advised Buhari. Probably those mugus there and then Malans.
Mugus.
Yes, yeah, they are mugus now because see, how does it?
Your governor is part of it.
Does it make sense to you? Does it make sense to you? Now, the courts have given them their own verdict on this matter. Why don't you go back? Then let them go, and then you can later seek redress in the Supreme Court. Not you only to this accused person and still going to the Supreme Court.
We pray that the federal government we pray that the federal government does the right thing.
If federal government win this case in the Supreme Court, it shows what the judge in the Supreme Court. My brother, there's no hope again.
Funke Akindele has a right, and they are saying she's not supposed to be in that position to govern or in leadership position. Can we say your personal life, you can
attribute it to politics?
Yeah.
You know, ask APC supporters. Abike Dabiri, wait, Abike Dabiri ruled Ikorodu House of Assembly, sorry, House of Rep. She was there for 2013 till 2015, and she was not married. And she was not married though. These are the people.
Not married, different from someone that.
No, she was. It's not the same thing. They said Funke personal life will not affect our style of governance. It doesn't make sense. Is Nancy Pelosi married? Yes, Speaker. Governance and personal life is two different things. Funke has brought her career to some level.
She has been successful.
Give kudos to that. So see, even those that are married, those that have wife, how far have they governed the country? Those that have wives, those that have husbands, how far have they governed the country? That should not be a yardstick of leadership. Now, for the fact she has issues in her personal life, should not be attributed into politics. No, okay. For the fact she's not married, would this stop it? Would this stop her from working or giving out good policies? So APC
Okay,
should
those that
stop.
are married have not even done anything.
Yes, sir. Is someone not married? What has he done?
No, we can endorse Olu as it.
Who's Wike? Is Wike residing in Lagos? Is he residing in Lagos? No, okay, now the same Jandor should go to Rivers State and then endorse APC candidate. How will Wike feel? Talk now. Wike does not reside in Lagos. Wike does not pay tax in Lagos. Wike does not face the P-light we negotiators are facing. So Wike is just doing that just to eat up the politics between him and his party. So Wike, to me, Wike in this context is irrelevant. Lagosians will go to the pool. Now, someone said Lagos has a blueprint. Yesterday, rainfall, where the blueprint of flood, water everywhere. No, yes, nobody blueprint with that. Blueprint of talk. Agbero, is that the blueprint? Can you tell me one project, Sanwo-Olu, in which of the sector, in the health sector, education sector, commerce, which of the sector Sanwo-Olu has performed?
Okay, I'll go and get Sanwo-Olu. Sanwo-Olu.
No, yeah. No.
They don't have
Lagosians can see. No, we live in Lagos now. These are visible. Which one be? You know the sea road. These are visible things now. Projects in the height. These are visible things. When we say you go see Abi. People say we blind.
I'm not seeing any Sanwo-Olu supporter here.
No, it's not. You don't need to see some supporter. These are visible projects. If governor do bridge, you go see. And weekend today, why do you want to confer on him, governor, best governor, but of infrastructure? Because weekend did well and it's visible. People could see it that weekend is performing. Mr. Project is visible, but now what is Sanwo-Olu? What has Sanwo-Olu done? What has Sanwo-Olu done? Let us tell. No, let them tell Lagosians.
Thank you very much. Good morning, Marcy. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, madam.
Yes, I want to look at two issues now.
I will tell you my name first.
Okay.
My name is Christian Namane.
The federal government is going to appeal Nnamdi Kanu's judgment.
Hold on, Sauga.
The federal government is going to appeal Nnamdi Kanu's judgment.
Okay.
So, what is your take? How do you look at that move by the federal government?
Anyway, according to one of my lawyer in Nairobi, I own shop in Nairobi, Kenya. The lawyer said, if anybody commits any atrocity in the nation, and that person is a VIP of another country, and you abduct him by kidnapping him illegally, which is not according to the law, yes, I mean, whatever he does is been abolished. Then you go and face him. He has to go and face him in a world court. Nnamdi Kanu himself is a United Nations man. He's a lawyer of some nations in the world. They know him, but they don't understand. Now, in that case, now they abducted Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya. Nnamdi Kanu is a VIP of Russia. Nnamdi Kanu is a VIP of the UK. Nnamdi Kanu is a VIP of Israel. Nnamdi Kanu is a VIP of Japan. Nnamdi Kanu is a VIP of Italy. Nnamdi Kanu is a VIP of Finland. Now you want to go and pick him. For example, now I'm talking to you right now. Mekano is a VIP of Nigeria, if you don't know. Yes or not? I am a VIP in Ghana. I'm a VIP in Nairobi. I'm a VIP in Tanzania, especially there. Now, in that case now, if you abduct a VIP of a nation, you are not by law, United Nations law, you abduct him.
then anything you go against, anything against him from the bad nation is being abolished. Go and face him in the World Court. After argue with him in the World Court finish, ICCJ, then you bring him to your nation. That's what the law said. That's why Nigeria Apex Court have to remove the whole case because there's no argument for here now. That's all.
Okay, let's look at other reports here. This what happened in Alaba. We saw that there were clashes between traders and hoodlums, and some people are attributing it to an ethnic crisis. Do you really see that?
It's not ethnic crisis. The APC of Lagos State, like a Yaloj of Lagos State and Alausa, threatening that Igbo must vote for them because some people are saying no, some people are saying Atiku. Because of that, they now decide to attack our Zona shop in that place. Now, in that case, these guys now came. As they came for the first time, second time, we tried to call them. The police tried to intercession of try to manipulate the case. What we do is that you have to move army from Ojo down. What am I to bring out in this thing? Election issue does not brought issue or say attack people that owns business. In this Lagos State here, only Ikeja, I pay tax more than 4 million naira every year. Income tax of this nation. Now, those Alaba youths, they're not there for free. They pay the owner of the shops and they pay the tax of Lagos State here. The import duty, when they come down here, if a container gets to that seaport of Lagos State here, after your container spends 17 days, you pay demurrage to the 120,000 to the federal government, 120,000 to the state government. Now, 80% of Igbos paid to Lagos state government and to the federal government. Why are you attacking Igbos? Now, we now tell them, if you want Igbos to go from Lagos, go and open seaport in Delta States, go open seaport in River State, declare them open, give us 2 years, somebody like me is out. Because no matter how it is, within 2 months, 40 containers must enter here under me. That's all.
Okay.
And no matter how big ones.
Okay, let's look at the government to sell TBS, NIPP, that is power plants, and 25k assets to fund the 10.7 trillion budget deficit.
See, about Nigeria level, they're all liars. I traveled to a country in Niger, and that's a Nigeria pipeline. I saw a refinery, 27 weight million refinery, owned by Nigeria. From that place again to Morocco, they set a pipeline down to that place. Nigeria federal government supply 147 nation gas. They supply them gas. But Nigeria never tell us the budget of the gas in the front of newspaper. They only talk about the crude oil. I guess now. LNG in Port Harcourt, in the Bonny Island, they always move gas. So all this lie in Nigeria, I don't believe it. Also now, they know what to do, but one day the truth will open. That's all.
Okay, let's look at the answers. Police tear gas protesters yesterday. Let's look at the conduct of the police and the protesters.
About the answers of Nigeria always lie. Nigeria
to bring about to fund it.
Despite the fact that we have enough natural resources.
The issue is that this present government lacks. I thank God, man is growing. He's giving himself self-appraisal of having done pretty well. This government lacks the intellectual economic know-how, technical know-how on how to generate revenue to run this government. So that's why, you know, they have come out officially now with how much we owe. About $109 billion. Officially, they have come out with the debt we owe. 64% local, 36% foreign. Totally $109 billion. That's the amount of debt this Buhari government inherited in just 7 years. So this is a government that have lacked understanding of how to generate revenue to run the government. So I'm not surprised if after saying this one, we will celebrate. Thank God, this is the last budget he will stand upon. So it's a government that has no clue, has no method of how to generate revenue to fund the deficit of the budget. In fact, if in the first place, why are you running deficit budget? There's a revenue. What is spent within your projected revenue? Why must you have to spend above what you are earning? This is stupidity now. You are earning 50,000 naira as salary. You are not basing your budget on 150,000 naira budget. Where we get the extra 100 naira? You go and borrow 100 naira. Subject to terrible hardship. Any government, any individual that does not spend within his resources, within his limits, that's what he wants to do.
Okay, let's look at yes, on Kanu's case. Federal government has appealed the judgment.
Of President Buhari, he just chasing shadow. He live reality, is chasing shadow. The appeal court said the ground by which he brought this guy to Nigeria, you abducted him, you kidnapped him instead of extraditing. And so, if you want to make somebody to face a judgment, to seek, you are making somebody to face justice. You want justice to be somebody. That means you too must be legal, must be justifiable too. You led the way of extradition. You went to the way of kidnapping and abduction to bring someone face justice. That process is that way because that process itself is not legal, it's not justifiable, it's injustice. So whatever I want to build on it, it's a failure, will crumble, will not stand. The foundation of we want to build your justice against let him follow through legal process. Go to court, go argue your case with him in the court of law in Kenya. Provide your reasons for wanting to extradite him to Nigeria. Then when the court is convinced here, they will legally extradite him and give it to you, and you come and stand trial here. But you do not do that. You abducted him. You kidnapped him from Kenya. And because I said, this is injustice. You cannot build anything on injustice. It's illegal. Look at Abakari case. Abakari is to be extradited to US. And US government permanently applies to the Nigerian government to be extradited. Why did they come to Nigeria and kidnap Abakari? Why did they come to Nigeria and abduct Abakari and take to US and face trial against Hush Puppy's case? Why did they seek through the legal process of bringing him to the US to come and face judgment? Why did the US, with all their might, come to Nigeria and pick and kidnap Abakari and take him to the US? And then the next thing we see him in the court. But the Nigerian government did not do that. They went to Kenya and abducted, kidnapped the Kanu to Nigeria to come and face judgment. And the appeal said, you have done what is wrong. You didn't follow the due process of bringing somebody to justice. You want justice against this man, and you too, you are not following justice to bring it to power, to judgment. That every offense you level against him is I hear anything different from Supreme Court. I'm telling you. If there's anything different from Supreme Court, that means that Justice Ariwola, the new CEOs that they are compromised. There's no way government will win this matter at Supreme Court because how do you think? Ezeko said. The trial judge that they want justice against him or him. Okay, no problem. But how did they bring this back to that they come and face justice? I say, we put all this matter before this trial court. He said the woman look otherwise. She's following the agenda now. She's following the agenda. I'm not surprised. But as you said, okay, this man is to judgment. Okay, justice. But the process by which you brought it to Nigeria, does it follow legal process? Did you go to Kenya court, Kenya government, and apply for extradition treaty? As you guys have done in case of Abakia, did you do that? You said the woman. Other side of that case, you know what is the government? After the judgment, he said, but thank God, have you got some merit in our case?
Okay.
Abiko said, yes. The process by which you brought this man to the country is illegal. You cannot abuse somebody. You cannot kill somebody.
Wike Awards did in Lagos State, donating 300 million naira to a group in Lagos that is headed by the governor's wife. And also endorsing Sanwo-Olu for second term.
Hello. Wike. Then I was able to have a clip. Because I know the camp to PDP. When I know the camp to PDP, there are already camps on who to support for presidential race. PDP has been instead with somebody already. Who because they have the social. He said, people who get not support to say people put them with Kebakide to support who get reduced. Say by weakest wit and mind in PDP. He still pick the ticket of PDP. So people get no support in PDP. So, and of course, they are not supporting. They are not said. They are not demanding that. For him to support whoever he likes. He said, but he is not the negotiator. Wike has no electoral value in Lagos. Hello, sir. Wike, he has no electoral value in Lagos State to determine. I see any power over my right. In Lagos State. This is because Jandor is not in his camp, he endorsed and they are not interested in it's free to support the event. Negotiations will determine who will be our governor. Whether he needs 200 million, 1 billion to anybody, we can spend his time in Lagos State. Let's see focus on River State, where he has influence. We has no influence in Lagos State. And we will be shocked by the result of the election of Lagos State.
Be shocked?
Yes, we will be shocked, we will be disgraced. He has the right, that's for them to support whoever he likes. Yes, but to think that he will have a say, he does not have a say. It's like Tinubu going to River State now. I'm supposed somebody. Oh, so Wike is of no electoral value in Lagos State. Whatever Wike is doing is playing a bitter policies.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Olajide. I have Mr. Matthew. Good morning, Mr. Matthew.
Good morning, Mr. Christian.
You have waited. Yes. Let's look at like three issues. We are looking at the selling of TBS, 9PBS, 5K assets to fund the budget. How do you look at that move?
Thank you. By May next year, they will hand over. And you are looking at budget deficit of 10.7 trillion. You are looking at selling national assets. For me, all the money they have been budgeting since the inception of this government, the project we are seeing on ground is not justifying the money that has been spent. And you are talking of selling national assets. I've said there, I say let this government budget within their means because they are winding down. They should budget within their means. Whatever they know they can earn within this period, they should budget.
Okay. Yes, Nnamdi Kanu, a flight risk, federal government tells Supreme Court.
I don't know what purpose federal government is trying to, that statement is going to serve. Because whether you like it or not, there's a court judgment that have asked government to release it. So it is irrespective of the opinion of the government. Because even if you are gone to Supreme Court to appeal the judgment, and you have filed seek the leave of the court to file self-execution, as we speak, the self-execution have not been granted. So the federal government is still disobeying the order or the judgment of the appellate courts. So how do you now go to equity with dirty hands?
Okay.
I see, because though it's already a case in court, so it will not amount to prejudice. But what I can understand is that by and constitution that to your office is the constitution that gives effect to the offices of the judges that gave that judgment. You are not picking and choosing which judgment to obey, and you have now run to the same judiciary to seek redress, whereas you are afraid to obey a judgment from the same judiciary. It's unfortunate.
Okay, let's look at we have lost our most valued crude oil buyers. The complaint is that they are not competing with them in the marketplace. Those that were buying crude oil.
Any market globally is exposed to competition. So how you manage the situation, how you compete, I think the people who are managing the economy should be called to question. We can understand that at the point, a country like America is one of our major buyer of our crude. At the point, diplomatically, Nigerian government fall apart with America. They turn to China. So if you are, it's a function of putting the right person in the right position. One of Obasanjo needed debt relief from IMF, International Money Fund, from World Bank and all that. Obasanjo went and brought Okonjo-Iweala, who knows how to operate at that level, who is familiar with the operations at that level, and she was able to achieve it. So if you want to, if you need a good business development officer, manager, you should look for somebody who has what it takes to play in that field, not just giving position to people because of sentiment and because of nepotism. When you do that, the consequence is the result we are seeing.
Okay. The answers yesterday, you demand justice, police tear gas protesters.
Nigerian police can never change. Because we saw a police that was saying that the protests had ended, and a crowd gathered at the Lekki toll gate, that they needed to throw tear gas canister to disperse them. Why begin to ask? Do you use? No, they said there was traffic jam. The police spokesman said there was traffic jam at Lekki Toll Gate after the protest ended. They now have to throw tear gas. Do you use tear gas to disperse traffic jam? So it is a deliberate attempt to stop the protest.
Deliberate.
Yes. And it's unfortunate because they were conducting themselves in a peaceful manner, conforming to all well-known orderliness. And the government, through the police, for reason best known to them, decided to use tear gas canister to disperse them. It's quite unfortunate.
Okay,
Nigeria will never change.
Thank you very much,
Thank you for having me.
Mr. Matthew. Yes, the link is being posted. Let's get who is online this morning. You can click on the link to contribute to the program this morning. Good morning. Mr. Ayomaja, you can contact me on Facebook, Christian Chuku. Then I will give you the information you need. Mr. Ayomaja, Christian Chuku, contact me on Facebook. Mr. Ayomaja is online. Yes, I can see you, Mr. Ayomaja. Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Ayomaja. You have the floor. I can't hear you, Mr. Ayomaja. I can't hear you. Let's have someone else this morning contribute to what we are discussing here this morning.
Yeah, hello, Christian. Good morning.
Mr. Steven, good morning, Mr. Steven. I can see you. Yes,
Christian,
you have the
good
floor.
morning.
You can contribute to the
Good
program.
morning. Can you hear me? Good morning, Christian. Can you hear me? It's like your mic is faulty. Your mic is faulty. I can't hear you. Your mic is faulty. Christian, can you hear me? Your mic is faulty. Hello, can you hear me, Christian? Check the link on your mic then. Your mic is faulty, Christian. Can you hear me? Based from the network.
Don't mute me.
Mr. Christian,
Yeah,
can you
continue.
hear me?
Continue.
I only want to deliberate
Continue.
on this Wike issue. I only want to deliberate
Continue.
on this Wike issue. I don't know what Wike is trying to do. I don't know the kind of bitter politics he's playing. PDP should move on and leave Wike alone. Wike is complaining that Ayu did not honor his promises. What about him? At the convention, he promised that whoever wins, that he will support him. What is he doing now? Wike is a tyrant. He's trying to be the Jagaban of River State. Look at the kind of hand he's using in River State. The way he's ruling Rivers people. Wike went to Lagos and donated 300 million. Why some people in River State are suffering? Look at the flood in River State. A lot of people need money. Why is he taking money to Lagos? You don't fetch water from river and put it ocean. Lagos is far more better of River State. How can Wike take Rivers money and give to Lagos that have more than him? I don't know the kind of politics he's trying to play. I don't know the kind of show off he's doing. So Wike should go and hide himself. I don't know how to pray, but he's just trying to be a tyrant. Wike succeeded someone, and the person he succeeded allow him to rule. Whoever is going to succeed Wike, I pity for him.
Thank you very much. Steven. God bless you. Yeah, let's call it a close this morning. We are having network issues. We are having serious network issues. Yes, with that, we won't entertain any other calls this morning. Please, tomorrow we'll have the time to contribute to the program.